Hey, how's it going? I've been a little bit absent from LinkedIn lately. It's a gorgeous Hamilton Waikato day here in New Zealand. My favourite spot for a coffee here down on Victoria on the river, so here I am. So I'm a real estate agent, right? I like to create a lot of content about Hamilton because it's the place I live, it's the place I love. I like to know what's going on in the city. It's part of my job, I suppose. So I've just moved my spot here a little bit now on my knees. Had a little friend come over behind me and it was a little bit awkward, like looking at a guy directly behind the camera. So here I am. I hope you can hear me okay. So Hamilton. Why is Hamilton a great place? Why is our real estate market doing so well comparatively to Auckland, you might ask? Well, you might not realise that we are. So traditionally Hamilton kind of follows Auckland maybe 6-12 months after what's happening in Auckland. We'll have the same thing here. So we boomed sort of 12 months after the Auckland boom, carried on 2014, 2015, 2016, it was going crazy. Then the LVRs came in, the loan value restrictions, so you needed 40% deposit on your loan, so investors couldn't use 10% anymore to slow down the market. There was a restriction from the Reserve Bank. So that stopped the Auckland market flat. It stopped the Hamilton market from booming as well. So we kind of thought it might button off completely, follow what happened in 2007, 2008, 2009 when the market went backwards, say 15-20%. It corrected after the global recession. So different circumstances, no recession which corrected the market. It was government, reducing the stress on the market. But Auckland has went backwards slightly, corrected itself because they had overboomed. So since, I just looked it up, so over the last 2 years the Auckland market has been completely flat. The average value has not increased at all. In Hamilton the market has increased 10%. So 10% market increase in value after our boom had stopped. So we thought we'd get zero growth, sort of even negative. So why? Why is it happening in Hamilton? Well, besides Hamilton being awesome, of course. We've got a lot of things. So supply and demand, right, generally will drive a certain market, the economics. So when the market's booming, there's a lot of demand. People think, I'm going to make money, I'm going to buy houses. So demand increases. All the houses which are currently on the market sort of sell. So supply is low and demand is high. What we need in an equal market is an equilibrium where supply and demand are at equal levels. So if supply is then higher, so if demand decreases and then supply goes up, then prices might go backwards because there's more choice and there's not enough buyers for available stock. So that's sort of any market will kind of work like that. So in Hamilton we've got a lot of students in the city, a lot of rental properties. There are not enough rental properties to go around, so there's a high demand for rentals. Therefore landlords can put prices up, right? Again, supply and demand. The same thing as buying a house can happen on the rental market. So rental prices go up, and so there's still that steady demand in that investment market. A lot of people still buying rental properties because they're ticking along. We've got a lot of jobs in Hamilton. The inland port's coming along, which is going to be huge construction, billions of dollars of investment. So real estate, another rule of real estate is invest where there's a lot of infrastructure, money being spent because there's jobs, money in the economy, that sort of flow-on effect. So the port hasn't even started at Hamilton yet. It's sort of going to start going next year, eventually be the size of bigger than the Auckland CBD. So absolutely huge. 10-15,000 jobs at the port and associated businesses, so we don't know exactly how much, but the expressway between Auckland and Hamilton will be complete, and the port is situated right next to the expressway. The rail network is connected, so Ports of Auckland, Ports of Tauranga and Hamilton, that triangle, the Golden Triangle as they like to call it, so we're going to become the biggest freight hub in New Zealand. Ruakura is sort of that way over by the university, so a lot of rentals in that property being snapped up for people who are going to be working at the port, and there's already high demand for rentals because of the university area. So there's a lot of push in that rental market which are pushing our prices up slowly. A lot of Aucklanders moving down. I think there's about 25% of our properties are sold to Aucklanders, or at least the inquiry comes from Auckland, and that's through the statistics on the real estate website. So 25% of inquiry from Auckland means a lot of people coming from out of town. They've got money, they've sold Auckland houses potentially, bringing money into the economy. They can buy a better house, they can live a better lifestyle in Hamilton. So that sort of higher end of the market is ticking along as well. So, you know, interest rates are low. There's been this and that from the Labour government, which people have said may affect the market, you know, rules around tenancy, etc. Some of it hasn't happened, some of it is. Yeah, here's my little video. I don't want to blab on too long, it's probably already been 5 or 10 minutes, but I hope that was informative and I hope you have a good day. Cheers.